Yeah, hello. Now I call this the Multimart. It's a multi-vendor e-commerce marketplace. It's a place where a lot of people can actually sell, and you as the admin, you can actually approve people as a vendor. Likewise, you being a seller on your platform, other people can also sell on your platform. So this is exactly the way it looks like. Very simple interface, but looks very attractive too. Now, one good thing about this is every information from A to Z on this site can be updated from the admin, including everything in the footer, the logo, the categories. You can actually update this to be exactly what you want it to be. Looking at this, you can see it's actually a marketplace for gadgets and clothing and things of that nature. It's all about you updating your images from the admin. You can actually use this to be, let's say, a place you sell cars, you sell real estate, you sell just like any other thing you sell. It all depends on the kind of image, so everything can be customized perfectly from the admin, making it look good and attractive exactly the way you want. What I'll do first, I will make a purchase and show you exactly how the purchasing system works. Then from there, I'll show you the admin end of it. I show you the user end of it and the vendor. Now the vendor are actually people that come to sell on your platform. So this is the login, this is the track order. So first and foremost, what I'll do is I will purchase this Insta360. So actually this is the product. You can see the images. You can actually scroll through the images. You can actually zoom it further to see exactly how the images actually look like. So here, this is in stock. This is number of item in stock, and this is the price. You can see it's $500. One thing about the price, the currency can actually be updated from the admin with any currency of your choice, as long as the currency exists. So you can change it to any currency and put the currency logo. So there is a review, so people that buy it from you can actually review this particular product, and this is the quantity. So I'll just pick three of this quantity. You can see the price is 500, so three of it will be 1,500. So there is a wish list here, which if you click on it, now what I'll first show you is this. You can see the wish list is 0. So if I come here and I click on wish list, it will, okay, I have to log in before I can add it to my wish list. And once I add it to my wish list and I'm logged in, it will appear here. So what I'll show you next is this messaging platform. Now if I click on it, I can actually message the vendor about this particular product. So under here, you can see the description of the product. You can see the vendor details. You can see the review. There is no review of it just as at now. So what I'll do next is I'll try to purchase this product. So I'll click on add to cart. So you can see it has been added successfully to the cart. And if you come to the cart, you can see that a product has been added. Like I have some things in my cart, and if I click on it, you can see the cart and the product that I added, and the quantity is 3. So I click back on it. So what I'll do is I'll click on checkout, or you can continue, you can view cart. Or first, let me view the cart before clicking on checkout. Viewing the cart, you can see what I'm going for. You can see the price. You can see the total. 500 times 3 is this. So from there, you can actually increase it. You can see as you're increasing it, the total is increasing. You can see the total is actually increasing. So you can actually clear your cart from here. Then if there is any coupon you apply from here, those are actually being created from the admin. Then you can actually check out, or you keep shopping. For now, we'll click on checkout. So I'll show you exactly how it works. To check out, first I have to log in. Okay, I have a user account, so I'll log in the user. Said my credential is incorrect. I think I made a mistake here. It's Gmail. Now I've logged in the user. So each user have different addresses. So if you're the first user, if it's your first time on the platform, to tell you to add an address. But since I've already created this user for test, so there are a lot of addresses of that user. So I'll just select which address I want them to ship it to. So I'll select this particular address in California, and the shipping method, express delivery, you can see there is a price attached to it, 50. And if I go to the free delivery, you can see the shipping fee is 0. Here the shipping fee is 50. So you can actually choose anyone you want. So you must accept the terms and condition, and click on place order. Now after clicking on place order, there are different payments. We have payment with PayPal. So all you need to do is to set up the required details from your PayPal on the admin. I'll show you how to do that. The Stripe, the same thing. The Razorpay, the same thing. They will now have cash on delivery. That's COD. So for this particular test, I'll use the cash on delivery, so I don't have to go through any payment procedure. So if I click on cash on delivery, I'll click on proceed. You can see it's a success. Now remember, I logged in the user. I logged in a user, so a user is already logged in, because you have to be logged in before you can make purchase. So you can actually track order, enter your tracking ID and click on track, and you can actually go to my account. Now this is the user account. Under the user account, you can check the orders. Now you can see the last order I just made. Now you can see the order. Now this is the order, and we have user profile. You can actually update this image, change the name, change the password. Now this is the addresses. You can actually delete address and add new addresses. So for a user that want to sell, user can actually click on request to be a vendor. Now when the user click on request to be a vendor, this information here, the user have to fill up this information and click on submit, and user automatically, if the admin approves of it, then that user will be the vendor. But I'll still go to the admin page and show you how it is, and go to the vendor page and show you exactly how it works. But I'll try to make that very fast. So before that, there is this message here where you can actually message sellers, people you've bought things from. You can actually message them. So what I'll do now is I will log out the user and log in the admin. So for the admin, this is the admin login dashboard. And for the admin password, now this is exactly how the admin interface looks like. So like I told you earlier, say everything on this platform can be updated from the admin end. So starting from the categories, admin can actually add new category. Can add new category, give it a name, add subcategories. Subcategories will be part of category. So during subcategory, select the category that it's under. You can add child category, and when you're adding this, it's part of the front end, so you can make it part of your menu on the front end. So you can see the whole child category. So to create a new child category, you select, you see you can't select subcategory, but you select a category, let's say electronics for instance, then the subcategories under electronics appear. You can choose a laptop and you give it a name for the subcategory. So that's for the categories. You can add them in the front end if you want. We now have brands. You can actually create brand, because products are parts of brand. You give brand for every product, you give you a brand. And we have the product. This is the list of the product. Now we have product and seller product. The difference between product and seller product is that product is owned by the admin, while seller product is for people that apply to sell on that particular site. People that apply to sell, they are the seller product. I don't know if you understand. Those that are selling, this is them. And for the admin product, there is it. So it can be a multi-marketplace or something you manage personally by yourself as your own online store. So if you click on create new, you can actually add a new product, give it a category, subcategory, chat category. If there is any of it, then you select a brand for it. You put this SKU, fill other information, the price, and fill all the information and create new. So that's how you add a product. And for each product you create, you can actually add gallery to it, select multiple images and add to it, and you can as well give it a variant. You can create variants for it if there is any variant. For instance, if you're selling shoes, we have different sizes, so the sizes can actually be the variants. Now we have order. Order is a list of orders that have been made. You can see the order I made recently in the beginning of this video. This is the order. Now when you have confirmed if it was made by, let's say, a gateway, after confirming, then you can actually approve. So if this product, you set the order, you set the payment status. For this one, is for example, you can see both the order status is pending and the payment status is pending. So what I'll do is I'll click here and I'll change the order status to completed. Payment status, if it's completed, I'll change it to okay, delivered. And if I come back to the order, you can see it has changed to completed. So this is for the order, different types of order, the shipping, the cancel order, if you cancel any order. Now these transactions, all the transaction that has been made, you can see this transaction I did in early part of this video. You can see the transaction, so you can see it from here. Now this is e-commerce. For this e-commerce is to set up things in the front end, and this is the flash sales, the coupon. You can actually create a new coupon and set the discount from here if you want. Then we have the shipping rules, so that's left for you exactly the way you want to customize it. We have the vendor profile, that's the admin being a vendor. You can actually edit information about it. We also have the payment settings. Under the payment setting, the PayPal, so all you need to do is set up your client ID, set up your secret key. The same thing applies to Stripe, ResortPay, then cash on delivery. Now for this cryptocurrency, it was just added to the database just in case you want to implement that and add it to your script. But this PayPal, Stripe, ResortPay, all the required key, the steps has already been added. So all you need to do is to add it. If there is any rate, transaction rate, you also include it here. Now we have withdraw payment. So under withdraw here we have withdrawal method. The withdrawal method, you can see bank, PayPal. So you can actually create a new withdrawal method, name the minimum, maximum, the charge percentage that you would charge. So when people are actually making transactions, you're selling to people, you can actually make money and get your commission while you sell to people, while you help people, while people use your platform to make sales. So you set the percentage here and you proceed. Here you can see it's 10%. So that amount will be deducted. We have the withdrawal list. For every withdrawal that has been made, this is where you see the list. Now you can see total amount 100, withdrawal amount 90, charges is 90. So you make your 10% profit. And this is for the front end. This is for the front end information, the slider, the vendor condition, about, terms page. And for the advertisement, this is for the advertisement. And there is also a blog section which makes this very unique. This is the blog category, but I'll show you about that blog. Let me open a new page and show you. This is the blog. Now when you click on the blog, you can see the blog post. So you can actually click on any of the blog posts. You can actually click on any of the blog posts. You can see the blog content. The user can actually, the logged in user can actually drop a comment. So these are the blog categories. The blog categories, you can actually create a blog post here. You click on create new to add a blog post, and the messages between the admin and other users. And we also have the footer. Everything about the footer, you can do that from here, starting from the footer logo, the phone number, the email. If I come to the footer and scroll down, all this information can be added from the footer, including the links. That's it. So from here you can see this footer socials. That's this particular one. You can actually add the links to it. Let's say you want to add a new footer social. You can just come here, select, let's say it's Facebook. You can see Facebook icon here, so you can just select it and put the name, put the URL, and you're good to go. So we have users. This is the list of the users on the platform. We also have vendor, the whole people that are allowed to sell on the platform. We have the pending vendors. That's for users that apply to be vendor. You approve of them from here. You see approve or decline. So you can actually manage user. You can create a new user from here. The name, the email, the password, the role, user, vendor, or admin. So you can actually create new user from the admin dashboard. Then here we have the subscribers, and you can actually send message to the subscribers. You see, you can actually send message to the subscribers, and we have the settings. Then under the settings, you put the name of the site. It can actually be left to right, right to left. All this information are actually of the site. Then here you change the currency, any currency of your choice. Let's say Naira, NGN. You can see it. You can actually change the currency. And let's say, for instance, this is the, if I click on save, and if I come here to the front end and let me come to home, you can see the prices as the tags hasn't changed. The icon is no longer $sign. You can see the sign of what it is. So that's exactly the way it is. Let me change it back to dollars. So you can as well work on the time zone. Then another thing very important here is the email configuration. This is where you set up, do your SMTP setup, the footer logo and other details. Then for the messaging, we have the pusher setting. So this is a quick run of everything on it. So what I'll show you last is the vendor dashboard. So I'll log out the admin, then I'll log in the vendor. Then for the vendor, now this is exactly how the vendor looks like. So the vendor can be a messaging platform from the vendor and the admin. The vendor can actually go back to their dashboard here. Then they can actually see the product, their product exactly, the review, the shop profile. So they can actually do anything they want to do as a vendor. Then they can actually check their withdrawal. You can see the withdrawal. So you want to create, they have $150. They can create request, and when they create request, they select the payment method, they select the amount, the account information, and they create it. Then admin has to make the payment and let them see the notification that such payment has been made. So this is actually exactly the way it works. I'll go back to the dashboard. So I hope you like this particular one. Thank you so very much. Have a nice time.